I'm Alex Del Sordo, and with me is Zach Eberson. And listen, this is one of the biggest, most proudest moments of my professional career. It is the launch of the RCN, the Rowers Choice Network, and we're going to talk about what is it, what are we focused on, the Premier Rowing League, which launches today, and we're just going to get into it. Zach, Rowers Choice Network, we have been working on this now for many, many months, and it has led to us creating the first ever website news channel like ESPN dedicated to the rowing population. And you are part of this with me on this journey. How are you feeling today on launch day? I just got chills. How are you feeling?
I feel like we're Lewis and Clark right now. We're just going out into the wilderness with like two machetes. But this is great. This is what everyone has been asking us for. And to produce it, this is like, give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses. Finally, we have a home, Alex.
I love it. And every single day, every single week, we're going to be having something to discuss about rowing, but also about the Premier Rowing League, right? So this is the flagship station. This is the news channel that is 100% dedicated to the news stories of the athletes, the coaches, and what's going on each week. Zach, can you just walk us through what is the Premier Rowing League? What have we created here today?
Well, one of the biggest things about rowing is, what after college or, there's nothing else out there. Well, finally, we've created a professional rowing league, 2 conferences, 10 teams with coaches, fighting it out every week, 1 versus 1. You have winner take all, cash, swag, immortality, bragging rights, and these are people that want to be here. It's going to be uber competitive. I'm just jacked.
I want to jump around right now. I want to jump out of my seat. I'm actually excited. I'm getting nervous, Zach. I'm itching a little bit. I don't know what it is. So, all right. So let's get into the meat of what the league actually is. So this is the first of its kind. We're going to stumble. We're going to fall. We're going to trip. I don't care. This is the whole point. We're changing things. We're going to make a lot of people mad. But the rowing league is men and women, 10 teams around the country, regionalized, kind of like all-star teams. And in there, you're not doing your standard 2K race, 5K race, right? That's boring, right? We're doing 500 meters, 650 meters, 3 by 1 minute. We're finding the best and strongest athletes. And you know what that means, Zach? We have some CrossFitters here, and we have some monsters. We have some UFC people that are joining this league. Before we even get ahead of ourselves, let's talk about the teams and the coaches and what we're seeing. So on the West Coast, right? I'm gonna talk about the West because it's just listen. This is supposed to be subjective. It's not, okay. Like I have my clear favorite.
We all have our favorites.
And like you said, and like so many fathers before us have said, we love our children, but we always have our favorite.
I love all my children the same, but Gabe is my best. But I mean,
the first is the best. All right, so Northwest Kodiaks. This is the Pacific Northwest. Nicole Martin is leading the charge. Tough broad. I mean, tough broad. She knows what she's doing. She has been coaching for many, many years. She's been all over the country. She's an expert in marketing and PR. She is leading the charge, and she has done an amazing job finding non-rowers. She has found a way. The huddled masses, she's found some folks that I think are just going to tear the faces off of others around the country. My money is, I kind of lean on her. But Southwest Armada, Chris Leonard, this guy is flipping hilarious. His ego is as big as the building I'm in right here. It's 22,000 square foot. His ego is off the charts. He is finding celebrities, some folks to really find. He's finding the best athletes, not the best rowers. And that's my favorite, the Southwest Armada. I am all in with these guys. They are my grace, okay? I'm all in with them. Clearing out, we got the Great Herd Plains, Calvin Cup, not related to Cooper Cup, the LA Rams, yep. Not the same. This dude, he's old, okay? Zach, he's old.
He's grizzled.
He's been around yeah. He's usually been around 25 plus years at the head coaching position of a college. So you know that this guy has seen it all, right? Like seen it all. The Big South Outlaws, guns blazing. These guys are funny. I can't say his last name even now. He is a coach in the. I just call him Hadzo. He's won some big races. He's pretty good. I don't know how well they're going to do. I think they're going to get dead last in the league, but you know, I know in your power rankings, I think he's going to be last. Finally, the Midwest Frozen Tundra. They are headed up by an Australian. And if you have to paint a picture of an extreme Australian, Diggers, that's it. This guy he's almost obnoxious as an Australian. And he's got the big mustache. His favorite team is the Raiders. So you kind of, you know how like people like who love the Raiders, they're like that kind of person.
Yeah.
He falls in that category. So that's it. That's the West Coast, 5 teams. And I'm going all in on the Southwest Armada. I'm flying their flag here. Okay. Mark it, do whatever you got to do. Talk to me about the East Coast. What's going on out there?
All right. So here we're on East Coast time. Let's start from the South and work our way up. All right. So we have Sarah Lowe. She is one of the most progressive and successful female coaches in rowing. She graduated from North Carolina. She's a Tar Heel. One might debate who was first. Was it University of Rhode Island with the colors in the ram? Was it them? That's for another conversation. But she's also the executive director at Atlanta Juniors. So she is going to have a lot of pull. I would look out for those juniors to perform well. Sarah slowed down, and I called her Sarah Slow. You know, you talked about us, you know, pulling a hammy out of the blocks here. Emerson coming up lame. Listen, it's about trash talk. If I was trash talking, I would have called her Sarah Slow. But Southeast Florida.
You just gave every other coach in the country gold to use. Okay, Sarah Slow.
Instagram is blowing up right now. Sarah Slow from the Southeast Storm. Okay, then we have someone that you and I know really well from Strokes United, Tolson, Waddle. You know, it's one thing to have experience.
Yeah.
It's another thing to have successful experience. I could have 30 years experience and come in dead last. This guy produces. All right. He is also, what is he? The Potomac Boat Club Women's Masters. And
they're so good. They are so good.
That to call them masters is, you know, a slap in the face. These guys, these women, they are fast, and it's because of Waddle. Working our way up, the Mid-Atlantic Founders, your hometown, my hometown, Philly Skyline, swag. Rich Henderson, hopefully he takes the cake here. I'm pulling hard for Rich and his team. Clemson grad. Is he from grad? I don't know. Yeah, he graduated from Clemson. Go Tigers. So Mid-Atlantic Founders, so definitely pulling for them. Working our way up to New York, you have the New Con Empire, which is a sick name. Kind of like the evil empire, just like envision Darth Vader and just the TIE fighters rolling in. Isa Rahman from Brown. So he's a smarty.
Like he's smarter than all of us, you know? Like, you know that, like Brown, come on.
Yeah, so
I didn't go to those schools. Like we went to shit schools compared to that guy, okay? Like, let's just be honest.
I'm a Rhodes Scholar, so yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Got it.
And then finishing it off, the New England Sound, a lot of talent coming from New England, a lot of sneaky talent.
Yes.
It's cold up there, so they know how to erg. So at least for this season, they should be very competitive. My money on the East Coast, I'm going to have to go with Strokes United for now.
You're going
with Strokes United. Waddle.
He is, you know, he's sneaky. He's so sneaky. And this guy, he doesn't ever trash talk, which like you want to love him, right? Because he doesn't say anything, but then he builds a squad at Potomac and they win the Charles. Like they just win. Like I don't know how he does it.
It's like I said, it's one thing to have experience. I have over 25 years experience, but he's got the medals to back it. If I were him, I would just wear all the medals, like Michael Phelps. And he goes into like a golden corral and just has all of his medals hanging.
We're moving through I'm a different star, flying over streets and the broken hearts. But they can't even touch us, we found a different beat. Paradise is waiting